this Daylily garden. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning, but it's gonna get really hot. So let's get this video started with Treasure Integrity from Bart Beck. Looking as good as it always has. Here's a nice bloom of Pineapple Days from Elizabeth Salter. It's a real pretty yellow. Sets pods too. Let's come down the row. Always happy to show some King Bee in the video. Nothing down there. Seedlings are growing slowly. Today's bloom of Jeff Vitale from John Culpa. I really like the blooms today on Laurelwood's Fireworks from Angela Ritter. That's really pretty. Blue Tile Lounge is looking sharp today. That's pretty. Ooh, isn't this nice? This is Natalie in Wonderland from Guy Pearce. Very pretty red. Love that. Here's my future intro. Let me get as close as I can here without stepping on something. This is Palace in Versailles. It's a pretty blue-eyed daylily. Some days its color is just amazing. Here's our, whoa, what just happened? Here is Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark. Looks good. Here's Pat Ball's I've Seen a Face. Purple Voodoo showing a nice pattern today. And Papio Twilight Bite has some pretty blooms with some nice teeth on it. Here's today's bloom of Snowpiercer. Nice pattern. My seedling out of Squire's Castle and Pray Without Ceasing. First blooms today on Helicoprion from Dan Hansen. And his Bridge of Sighs always puts on a nice show here. Here's another star of the row, has to be. That's Daniel Manton's Charpy. Very toothy. Really pretty color too. That's probably, I mean, I only grow a few, but that's one of his best. Here's Joel Thomas Polston today. Let me straighten out the sepal a little bit. Joel Thomas Polston from John Culpa. Let's see here. How about Prophetic Voice from Carol Emmerich? Isn't that pretty? Prophetic Voice. And we got The Undefinable Kid from Nicole DeVito. All right, let me run out front here. Show you a couple things. As you can see, I dug the seedlings over here on the right. I'll get to that in a minute. Take a look at these beautiful pattern blooms of Carol Emmerich's Fountain of Tears. It's really pretty. Put on a nice display. And here's the last bloom on my seedling, which I'll call in the future Lord Voldemort. A little bit of canoeing. Here's the digging from yesterday. I raked it just last night. It's like a blank canvas. Now I can get to work lining out seedlings. Here's what's left that I gotta line out. So time to get to work. If only it wasn't gonna be 90 degrees later today. Sounds like a helicopter. This is gonna take 2 shots, so let's start with this one on this side of the garden. This is Teresa Maris's As Far From the East Is From the West. It's beautiful. I'm going to pause it and go on the other side so I can continue it there. Here we are on the other side of the fence, and this is As Far From the East Is From the West from Teresa Maris. What a huge bloom this is. Very pretty. Well done, Teresa. Here's my introduction. Let me clean that up. That's Shark Tank. Looks good today. Nice toothy. It's just opening up, but it's always really pretty. This is Kurt Hansen's Alone Again. It has real nice color. A favorite of mine for years. All right, I like this yellow out of a hint of lemon and heavenly green canary. It's not bad. This is the seedling out of Angels on Our Shoulders. Looks pretty. Looks pretty good. These are Dr. Francis seedlings. That's kind of nice. It's got that great scape. So that's not bad. Not so much. We'll zip over here for a hot second. I'll show you Christelle Smith from Frank Smith. That looks pretty today. And Sips of Sin from Dale Hensley. Pretty nice. Well, there's today's video.